You're a summoner? That's the weakest class in the world. The moment Lin Xiao awakened his class, everyone laughed at him. His rival called him trash. No team wanted him. No one believed he could clear a dungeon. Even a normal combat class was considered better than becoming a summoner. But they had no idea. Lin Xiao had awakened a unique S-tier talent. A talent so powerful that nobody else in the world could ever obtain it. Every single day, he gains a brand new S-rank talent. His first summon was just a tiny skeleton. Weak, pathetic, worthless. But after receiving an S-rank talent, it evolved into a terrifying Death Knight. A monster capable of slaughtering entire armies. Then his slime gained the power of endless evolution through devouring. His goblin became a master of legendary weapons. And that was only the beginning. While other people struggled to make one summon stronger, Lin Xiao gave countless S-rank talents to all of his summons. Every day they evolved. Every day they grew stronger. Every day they became more terrifying. Geniuses, prodigies, heroes, none of them could even defeat his weakest summon. Then the abyss descended upon the world. Demon gods appeared. Ancient monsters awakened. Even the gods themselves looked down upon humanity. But when humanity stood on the edge of extinction, one man stepped forward. Behind him stood an army powerful enough to shake heaven and earth. An army of death knights, ancient beasts, divine creatures, and beings powerful enough to rival gods. The world finally realized one terrifying truth. The strongest army was never an army. The strongest kingdom was never a kingdom. It was one summoner, and his summons. This is the story of Lin Xiao, the summoner who turned the weakest class into the strongest existence in the world. Week 1 8-hour video will be uploaded. All novels uploaded here are completed, so you will get a full story without searching or waiting. I have listened to the translated version on web, and there are no major problems with translation. If you want Chinese novel translated, give me the original name of the novel and I will respond to your request as soon as possible. Please make sure your request is on the latest video. If you hear this "u" sound in the novel, it means either question mark or some space is left, like getting materials or experience gain there more but not shown. If after a name is used and after there is silence, it means exclamation marks were used as in shock. I don't know if this will happen in recorded one, but it happened in web version. Chapter 452. Arriving at the end of the realm of nothingness. Looking out from here, there was only pitch-black darkness. Nothing could be seen. Are you sure this is the location? Lin Xiao asked the calamity spirit beside him. Yes, it is right here. That's right, we saw those 3 abyss monsters come in through here. Lin Xiao looked again and said, Didn't you say you also saw things like flames, wind blades, and stars? That's right. The calamity spirit leaned in, its entire body almost pressed against the boundary, and then said, Ah, they are gone now. They've disappeared. Yes, indeed, perhaps they vanished. I didn't lie to you. I really did see them just a moment ago. Lin Xiao did not doubt the words of the calamity spirit. Perhaps the battle involving the fire god and the others had ended. Subsequently, he asked again, Besides that, what else did you see? For example, what do you see now? The calamity spirits all pressed against the boundary to look outside, and then one of them said, We don't see anything. It's pitch black. That meant there was nothing left. It was indeed not that he couldn't see outside. Lin Xiao could be certain that the battle outside had definitely ended. After leaving this place, he could learn about the situation from the fire god and the others via the god's assembly hall. It's time to leave. Lin Xiao arrived at the portal and was just about to enter when he suddenly remembered something. I almost forgot. I haven't found Liang Fangzhou yet. I still need to find him. While dealing with Dulin Zhu, he had been teleported away to who knows where by the opponent's spatial magic. Just as Lin Xiao was about to set off, a male voice came from behind him. Lin Xiao, are you really here? Liang Fangzhou ran over quickly, and seeing Lin Xiao ahead, he couldn't help but quicken his pace. After much trouble, he had finally found this place. Lin Xiao saw the man's disheveled appearance but noted he was unharmed. He then noticed the tattered skirt gripped in his hand, covered in dust and bloodstains. Calculating the number of people in his mind, he could be certain that this tattered skirt must belong to the other team member from Liang Fangzhou's squad. It looked like she had met with misfortune. Lin Xiao, I was just about to go look for you, and you popped up. That works out perfectly. I'm not too late, am I? Where is the dungeon boss? Liang Fangzhou asked hurriedly. I've already taken care of it. We can go back now. Liang Fangzhou was stunned. Taken care of it? Then, noticing the portal to the side, he realized Lin Xiao wasn't lying. Then, what about Dulin Zhu and the others? Did you take care of them too? Liang Fangzhou asked. Yes. Lin Xiao nodded. Not just him, the people from the other teams are also with me. This mission to rescue you can be considered perfectly completed. Although they were basically all dead, you could say he had rescued them. They are all here? Liang Fangzhou felt it was incredible. Let's leave this place first. We can talk about everything when we get back. After saying this, Lin Xiao walked straight through the portal and disappeared. Liang Fangzhou quickly followed. Subsequently, the portal vanished. The dungeon permanently closed and disappeared. Realm of nothingness, land of nothingness. An unknown space. It's all over. The dungeon will not appear again, and no one will come to disturb us anymore. We can now calmly absorb the divine power and wait for the right opportunity to ascend to the god level. In the unknown space, an indifferent voice rang out. If Lin Xiao were here and heard this voice, he would definitely be surprised, because this voice was none other than that of Ganis. Not only him, but Aozi and Baal were also here. You actually succeeded, you really deceived the sanctuary. You must have waited a long time for this day. Aozi was upside down, letting his body drift along in this special space. Ganis did not answer, and Aozi took it as tacit agreement. It hurts to death. Ganis, how dare you deceive me? Baal's angry voice rang out. He was extremely weak at the moment with less than 50% of his original power. Seeing his state, Aozi couldn't help but sneer. I told you to keep 70%, but you wouldn't listen. Now look at you, you're suffering for it. Speaking of which, Aozi couldn't help but recall the recent battle and continued. This human is very strong. I originally thought he wouldn't be able to win, but I didn't expect he would actually manage to do it. At first, he had been thinking about how to throw the fight to let Lin Xiao win, but after engaging in combat, it wasn't necessary at all because he simply couldn't beat him. Ganis remained silent, recovering his lost power. Aozi swam over to his side and asked curiously, There's no rush to recover. Tell me, how did you fall from the great universe to this place and end up being imprisoned here? I have already forgotten. TSK, how boring. Baluk Mountain. After coming out of the realm of nothingness dungeon, Lin Xiao returned to the original place. At this moment, a notification sound rang in Lin Xiao's ears. Congratulations, you have achieved the first clear of the Abyss dungeon. Realm of nothingness? Mutated? EXP plus 100 million. Obtained. First clear Abyss treasure chest *6. Talent divine stone *20. Free attribute points *100,000. Congratulations, your level has increased to 94. The realm of nothingness, mutated, dungeon has been permanently closed and can no longer be entered. Another level up, it couldn't feel any better. I didn't expect to gain so much EXP from a first clear of a dungeon. It's still better here, with beautiful mountains and clear waters. Lin Xiao stretched his body and sighed with emotion. It's just a pity that the dungeon is permanently closed and cannot be entered. Otherwise, if I could farm it one more time, I might be able to reach level 99 or level 100. Liang Fangzhou followed closely behind. Looking at the mountains and rivers before him, he didn't expect that he would still be alive to walk out. Is there any nearby military base or outpost belonging to the military? Lin Xiao asked. He still had to hand in the mission, and he had several people stored in his storage space. Liang Fangzhou was in a bad mood and shook his head, saying, I'm not too sure. If you have any questions, you can just tell me. Suddenly, a voice sounded from the treetop above Lin Xiao, and a man wearing military camouflage jumped down. Lin Xiao and Liang Fangzhou were startled. They never expected that there was a person hiding here. Have you been waiting here for us to come out? Lin Xiao saw the man's appearance. He had clearly been here for quite some time. Yes. The man in camouflage nodded and introduced himself. You might not have seen me before. My name is Lu Yongchang. Are you the one who often posts missions in the group? Lin Xiao was somewhat surprised. Lu Yongchang nodded. It's me. Subsequently, he scrutinized Lin Xiao from head to toe, and a hint of shock appeared on his cold face. The war god said your talent was exceptional, but seeing you now, I still underestimated you. If he remembered correctly, when the rescue mission was assigned to Lin Xiao, he seemed to be only level 75. Now, after going in once and coming back out, he was directly level 94. This leveling speed could no longer be described as terrifying. It was simply monstrous. Gaining 19 levels in one dungeon, no one would believe it if they heard it. But he was also very curious about what Lin Xiao had experienced inside. If he hadn't encountered powerful abyss monsters, or even abyss monsters that exceeded his own level, he wouldn't have gained so much EXP. Liang Fangzhou did not pry into Lin Xiao's secrets. Seeing that only 2 people came out, he asked, "What happened inside? Did you only save one person?" "That's not the case. I basically saved everyone." As he spoke, Lin Xiao released them from his storage space. Chapter 453. Lin Xiao briefly explained their general situation. Liang Fangzhou was also very clear about the general ins and outs, as he was involved in it. As for the matter of the outer gods, Lin Xiao did not inform them. Lu Yongchang fell silent after listening, not knowing what to say for a moment. Losing 9 high-level professionals was no small blow to them, as the number of high-level professionals was too small. Liang Fangzhou looked at his former teammates. He had thought they were separated by life and death, but he didn't expect them all to have survived, except for Sun Yen. They've probably been frozen for too long. They won't recover that quickly. They'll likely be bedridden for a few days. Lin Xiao helped Ma Sanan and Lin Na to thaw. Their consciousness gradually returned, but they were still in a state of confusion. As for Dulin Ju and the others, Lin Xiao did not immediately thaw them. After all, they were already dead, and leaving them for too long might cause them to rot directly. You can take them back. As for how to deal with them, it has nothing to do with me. My mission was to rescue them. For more specific details, you can ask Liang Fangzhou, as well as Lin Na and Ma Sanan, Lin Xiao said. Okay. Lu Yongchang nodded and collected all the ice blocks. Oh, and this too. Lin Xiao took out another palm-sized ice block, with a human face frozen inside. This is Qin Kai. He was already like this when I rescued him. It should be Dulin Ju who experimented with new magic on him to make him like this. Let him rest in peace. Lin Xiao wanted to save him, but Qin Kai only had a human face left. Even resurrection divine arts were helpless. Lu Yongchang looked at the frozen human face, his body trembling with anger. This beast, I really misjudged him before. Liang Fangzhou clenched his fists in anger. After explaining everything, Lin Xiao politely declined Lu Yongchang's request and prepared to go back to rest. Although he leveled up quickly, continuously running several dungeons was still quite tiring. First, he fiercely battled Lotes in the Spirit Palace, then fought 3 abyss bosses in the Realm of Nothingness. Even a machine couldn't withstand such high-intensity dungeons, let alone an ordinary person like him. He planned to have a good rest before completing the task given by the Holy Temple. Without using a teleportation array, Lin Xiao summoned the 9-tailed celestial fox. The 9-tailed celestial fox transformed into a giant fox, and Lin Xiao lay directly on her back, letting her carry him home. Returning via a teleportation array was fast and convenient, but having the 9-tailed celestial fox carry him through the sky also had a unique charm. Comfortably lying on the 9-tailed celestial fox's back, feeling the gentle breeze, Lin Xiao closed his eyes. The 9-tailed celestial fox also knew her master was tired and did not fly too fast. After a brief rest, Lin Xiao checked the gains from this abyss dungeon. Space Shard. Material: a special shard containing spatial power, capable of crafting spatial weapons and consumables. Void Stone. Material: the main material for spatial gates. Spatial materials, all good stuff. Can slimes derive spatial forbidden curses if they eat them? Lin Xiao was a little curious. Although slimes possessed the powerful iridescent grade talent of King of Forbidden Spells, they rarely obtained spatial forbidden curses, mostly ordinary elemental ones. With this idea, Lin Xiao immediately put it into practice, not feeding all the materials to the slime, but leaving half. Talent, Gluttony, activated. Strength plus 10,000. Obtained Forbidden Curse, Dimensional Void Blast. A spatial forbidden curse actually appeared? Lin Xiao couldn't help but be delighted. Then, he fed the remaining space shards and void stones to the slime. While its attributes increased, it also gained 2 more spatial forbidden curses. Storm Dimensional Slash and Spatial Teleportation Gate. This spatial teleportation gate is good. Besides random teleportation, it can also pinpoint teleportation, which will make traveling much more convenient in the future. Looking at the remaining consumables and materials, there was nothing particularly special. If anything, the space article still had a little use, capable of launching a dimensional slash, making it an unexpected offensive consumable. However, it didn't have much use for him. He selected some of the remaining materials to feed to the slime, and planned to give the rest to Remy for research, as many of these were rare materials and feeding them all felt a bit wasteful. Afterward, Lin Xiao took out a book filled with an evil aura. Demonic Tome. Records all the magic techniques and magical research Aozi learned in his lifetime. Prolonged study will lead to dark infection and madness. It's actually Aozi's magic records. Lin Xiao was a little surprised, not expecting this item to drop directly. Dark magic? Too bad I don't have a dark attribute summoned beast. And this thing was quite dangerous. I'll keep it for now. Maybe I'll have a chance to use it later. Lin Xiao then looked at the other materials he had acquired. They were various dark element crystals. After thinking for a while, he gave a portion to the slime and kept a portion for himself. Then he took out the skill book dropped by Aozi. Dark Magic Transformation. Dark Magic Transformation transforms the designated target into a monster. A very simple description, yet it was a forbidden curse skill. Although the description in the mirror is simple, the effect should be good. Lin Xiao fed the forbidden curse skill to the slime. Then he looked at the equipment materials dropped by the Tyrant Dragon King. Compared to the previous 2, the items dropped by the Tyrant Dragon King could be described as abundant. Epic weapons, forbidden curses, various legendary and epic materials were all present. Lin Xiao took out the dragon gallbladder and ate it directly. A scorching energy instantly erupted through his body, making him feel hot all over, as if his entire body was on fire. Eating this directly is too intense. I almost couldn't bear it. Lin Xiao exhaled, his entire body now covered in hot sweat, feeling extremely exhilarated. Seeing his attributes skyrocket, Lin Xiao felt that even a few more of these wouldn't be a problem. After digesting most of it, Lin Xiao muttered, "It's good stuff, but unfortunately there's only one. If there were a few more, that would be amazing." Afterward, Lin Xiao organized the remaining weapons and epic materials. He handed the weapons to the Goblin Emperor, and fed the forbidden curse skills and some materials to the slime. After doing all this, Lin Xiao took out the abyss treasure chests. Clearing the dungeon for the first time gave him 6 of them in one go. I hope I can get some good stuff. Lin Xiao rubbed his hands, full of anticipation. Instead of slowly opening the abyss treasure chests one by one, he opened them all at once. Opening abyss treasure chest. A black light flashed. Obtained. Spatial field. Skill. *1. Demonic ritual. Special consumable. *1. Divine power shard *100. Ancient abyss shard *1. Tyrant Dragon King set. Equipment. *1. Nail of heavenly punishment. Consumable. *1. Chapter 454. Spatial field. General skill. Releases a special spatial field where space can be manipulated freely. A space-type skill? And a general skill. Lin Xiao was immediately delighted when he saw the skill description. A general skill meant he could also learn it. This is truly good stuff, worthy of being opened from an abyss boss. Lin Xiao immediately learned it. After hearing the skill learned prompt, he immediately started trying it out. A 50 square meter 3-dimensional space was released centered on Lin Xiao. With a thought, Lin Xiao instantly appeared in the position he desired. The nine-tailed celestial fox was startled when she saw her master suddenly leave. Just as she was about to catch him, she found her master had returned to her back. "I'm trying out a new skill. Don't worry," Lin Xiao explained. After several more attempts, Lin Xiao completely mastered the usage of the skill. It's a very good skill, just that the range is a bit small. Spatial field was equivalent to teleportation within a specified range, and it had no cooldown. However, the consumption was slightly high, but it could achieve surprising results during combat. Lin Xiao looked at the second reward he had opened, a special parchment scroll, which depicted a skeletal goat head, crossed by spears. Various offerings were laid out in front of the goat head, and obscure runes were written on both the left and right sides. Demon ritual. Drop blood onto the left side and chant the text on the left to summon a demon for a contract. Drop blood onto the right side to forcibly contract with a creature. Note: demons are summoned randomly, and there is a probability of backlash against the contractor. Once successfully contracted, the contract is permanently effective and cannot be broken. Is it a choice between summoning and contracting? Lin Xiao pondered while looking at the parchment scroll in his hand. Summoning a demon was too uncertain. It was better to contract something himself. Putting away the demon ritual, Lin Xiao looked at the third reward that was opened. Divine Power Shard. Gain a small amount of divine power after use. Usable by divine rank. Usable by divine rank. Seeing the usage requirement, Lin Xiao immediately looked at the next reward. He still needed quite a few levels to use it, even though he was already level 94. The higher the level, the harder it was to advance. Moreover, reaching level 100 did not count as divine rank. Promotion was required, only then could he use this thing. Lin Xiao held a fragment of shattered stone of unknown age and examined it for a moment. This object did not seem like a contemporary product. It had writing carved on it. Ancient Abyss Fragment. A fragment recording the origin of the abyss, but it seems incomplete. Seeing the stone fragment's information, Lin Xiao froze and murmured, "Recording the origin of the abyss?" Lin Xiao seriously looked at the fragment in his hand, trying to understand the writing on it. But after staring for a long time, he realized he couldn't understand a single word. "This thing is useless for now. I'll put it away." Putting away the ancient abyss fragment, Lin Xiao looked at the Tyrant Dragon King set that had been opened. This could be said to be the greatest gain from the Abyss treasure chest. A complete epic set was opened directly. Tyrant Dragon King set. Level 90. Quality Epic. Effect 1. Dragon Flame. Automatically attaches the Dragon Flame effect during normal attacks and skill release. Effect 2. Tyrant Dragon Body. Magic and physical resistance increased by 80%. Immune to control effects. Effect 3. Dragon Rage. All attributes increased by 300%, entering 3 minutes of fury. In the fury state, spirit decreases by 1000 per second. Sanity is lost if spirit drops below 0. A level 90 epic set. If the Evil Dragon set's effects weren't more necessary, I would want to switch to this. In terms of attributes, the Tyrant Dragon King set was clearly superior to the Evil Dragon set, but in terms of set effects, it was clearly inferior. After all, the Evil Dragon set could summon the Evil Dragon to fight, even if it currently doesn't obey commands. And it had the biggest trump card, the Evil God Strike, which was divine power. I'll keep it for now. I might use it if the opportunity arises, or giving it to the God of War wouldn't be bad either. Lin Xiao thought of the God of War, who had helped him all this time. He probably didn't have an epic set. Lin Xiao could find a chance to give it to him. Putting the equipment away, Lin Xiao checked the final reward. A nail, very ordinary, only the size of a palm. Anything that comes out of an Abyss treasure chest shouldn't be bad. Nail of Heavenly Punishment. A heavenly nail forged by an unknown person, seemingly prepared for this chaotic great universe. Just pierce the heavenly nail into a god's heart, and it can be killed. Looking at the information about the nail in his hand, Lin Xiao blinked, suddenly feeling a sense of familiarity. Pierce the heart, instantly kill a god. This felt like déjà vu. Lin Xiao took out a rusty arrowhead. He had found this in Lotz's palace, where it was guarded very closely. Initially, he didn't know what it was for, but after chatting with the green god, he found out it was one of the methods prepared for the holy temple. After scraping off some of the rust to reveal the sharp tip, Lin Xiao noticed a similarity between the arrowhead and the nail of heavenly punishment in his hand. Rather than similar, it felt exactly the same. This arrowhead was probably also forged using the nail of heavenly punishment. Judging by the situation, it seems to have been used many times and stored for a long time. I wonder if it still retains its original power. But the one in my hand should be new. Its power is definitely intact. Lin Xiao carefully put away the nail of heavenly punishment. This was a god-slaying weapon, although the usage requirements were quite strict. The nail had to be plunged into the opponent's heart to take effect. But the opponent was a god. How could it be so easy to get close to them? After organizing the final reward, Lin Xiao patted the nine-tailed celestial fox and said, "Find a secluded place, preferably deep in the mountains." The nine-tailed celestial fox nodded, searched around casually, and after confirming a location, flew towards it. Arriving at a mountain forest, Lin Xiao summoned the Death God Knight, Snow Maiden Doll, Blessing Spirit, Xiao Jing, and Venus Spirit Body. "Are we fighting again? Huh. Where are the monsters?" The Blessing Spirit looked around and noticed that besides the few of them, there wasn't a shadow of a single monster. "Prepare for battle first," Lin Xiao said. He immediately took out the demon ritual. He had already decided on the target. The evil dragon. This guy has always been an unstable factor, and it was time to resolve it. With the demon ritual, he wouldn't have to fear any threat from it in the future. Blood dripped onto the text on the right side of the demon ritual. The blood dropped onto it was immediately absorbed, and then the pattern on it glowed, as if it had been activated. A mark of the skeletal goat head immediately appeared on Lin Xiao's palm. From this, he understood the text on the ritual and realized how to operate it. As long as he pressed the mark on his palm onto the opponent's forehead, the ritual contract would be completed. Furthermore, he realized that this contract was not an ordinary contract. It was a type of slave contract. Once completed, the contract could not be broken, and the opponent's life and death would be firmly in his hands. What an overbearing contract. There's no difference from becoming a slave. After understanding the effect of the demon contract, Lin Xiao exclaimed at how overbearing it was. However, for creatures like the evil dragon, this type of contract should be used. I wonder if it will work. After all, the evil dragon possesses divine power. But even if it only works halfway, that would be good. After preparing and seeing that the Death God Knight and the others were also ready, Lin Xiao began to summon the evil dragon. Chapter 455. Dark clouds gathered, the clouds churned, and fierce winds suddenly whipped through the originally calm mountain forest. The space in front of Lin Xiao gradually became distorted, and a figure flickered in and out of existence. Roar! Accompanied by the sound of a dragon's roar, space began to tear. A pair of vertical pupils burning with evil fire suddenly opened in the pitch-black space. A dragon claw grabbed the wall of space, slowly pulling its body out until the entire figure emerged. Seeing the scenery outside, the evil dragon could not help but roar at the sky. The sound was so loud that even Lu Yongchang, who was 50 kilometers away, could hear it. What's going on? Why is there a dragon roar? Lu Yongchang looked back. That direction. It seems to be the direction Lin Xiao left in. Could this commotion be caused by him? Liang Fangzhou said. Subsequently, he stated his guess. It's possible it's a reward from clearing a dungeon. Could he have obtained a dragon-type summoned beast? The boss of the forbidden dungeon had a tyrant dragon king. Lu Yongchang raised an eyebrow. A dragon-type summoned beast would be quite something. But at this moment, Liang Fangzhou added, but it could also be a suddenly appearing wild dungeon. That's not impossible. Let me ask him first. Lu Yongchang made a call. A moment later, he hung up and said, it was caused by him. No need to worry. After venting its emotions, the evil dragon looked down at Lin Xiao. Seeing the stance he had prepared, it did not feel surprised. Human, you broke your promise. I told you that you humans cannot be trusted. You said you would release me after helping you, and look how much time has passed now. You will pay the price for breaking your word. The evil dragon spoke angrily, baring its fangs, preparing to swallow Lin Xiao in one bite. Lin Xiao smiled faintly. I said I would release you, but I did not say when. Besides, can't you come out yourself? Why do you insist on huddling inside? The evil dragon's expression immediately darkened. Oh, I see. You actually only had one chance to come out, which was when I had just finished collecting the equipment. At first, he did not know the evil dragon could not come out. It was only later, when it had become extremely weak in the Abyss Great Canyon and still did not come out, that he confirmed this idea. So what? If I kill you, I will be free, and you are not inside the dungeon now. The evil dragon immediately launched an attack. Evil energy instantly covered 100 miles, and a sharp dragon claw swiped directly at Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao could feel that the evil dragon had recovered quite a bit, but it was still not as strong as when it was first summoned. The Death God Knight immediately took action, and the scythe of the Death God in its hand met the attack. Bang! A metallic clashing sound rang out, sparks flew everywhere, and the Death God Knight was forced back several meters before it managed to block the massive dragon claw. The evil dragon was shocked, not expecting that its casual blow could be blocked by the opponent. Only then did it notice that Lin Xiao's strength was completely different from when they met in the dungeon. How did you level up so fast? You're already level 94. It was only level 99 itself. How could he catch up so quickly? Unbelievable, inconceivable. Lin Xiao smiled slightly. Otherwise, what did you think I released you for? The evil dragon sensed something was wrong and immediately understood Lin Xiao's intention, roaring again, If you want to kill me, you can try. It spat out a mouthful of dragon fire. The Snow Maiden doll immediately released an ice wall, and with the buffs from the Blessing Spirit and the Venus Spirit body, it easily blocked the terrifying dragon fire. Lin Xiao smiled faintly. Kill you? How could I possibly kill you? A spatial field was immediately released, enveloping the evil dragon. Then, Lin Xiao instantly disappeared from where he was, appearing above the evil dragon's head, and the mark on his palm was immediately stamped out. The evil dragon sensed something was wrong, feeling an extremely evil aura that made its whole body shiver. Scanning with its dragon eyes, it saw Lin Xiao who had appeared before it. At the same time, it noticed the mark on his palm, and its pupils suddenly constricted. Demonic ritual! You want to enslave me? The evil dragon immediately understood Lin Xiao's intent. This was not about killing it. This was about turning it into a servant. That was even worse than being killed. You're courting death. The evil dragon immediately dodged, and a beam of evil light blasted toward where Lin Xiao was. Lin Xiao immediately teleported away. A pity the sneak attack failed. But he was not discouraged. He said to the Death God Knight and the others, Beat it until it has no strength to resist first. The Death God Knight immediately charged at the evil dragon, while the Snow Maiden doll and the nine-tailed celestial fox attacked the evil dragon from both sides. Lin Xiao was not in a hurry, waiting for the right opportunity to complete the contract. Oh, it's the evil dragon. You found it so quickly. The Calamity Spirit suddenly popped out, looking surprised to see the evil dragon in front of them. Wow! It's actually become so big and so black. It doesn't look good. The Calamity Spirit suddenly began criticizing the evil dragon in front of them. Subsequently, one of the Calamity Spirits asked, Are you planning to kill the evil dragon? No, it's to subdue it. Such a big guy is a good helper for fighting. After Lin Xiao finished speaking, he instantly disappeared from the spot, but he came back very quickly. He found an opportunity and wanted to sneak attack, but the evil dragon was clearly on guard against him and did not give him any chance to succeed. Fighting? We can help you fight. Yeah, we are also very good at fighting. The other Calamity Spirits nodded in agreement. Lin Xiao glanced at them. He could not deny that they were indeed capable of fighting, even very strong. I know you are very good at fighting, but how can I let you act for some small scuffles? So, at this time the evil dragon needs to act, understand. After listening, the Calamity Spirits felt that seemed to be the logic. You're right. We are so powerful, we definitely can't just act whenever. By the way, let's go make the evil dragon surrender. That way, it can become a henchman. Yes, let's do that. The Calamity Spirits seemed to have their own plans, which was beyond Lin Xiao's expectations. Wait a minute. Lin Xiao hurriedly called them to stop and said, "Can the evil dragon see you, and can it hear you?" The calamity spirits were special existences. It seemed only he could see them and hear them speak. Even the death god knight could not perceive the existence of the calamity spirits. So, hearing that the calamity spirits wanted to go and persuade it to surrender, he could not help but feel surprised. "We can." "Yeah, why not?" The calamity spirits' counter-question left Lin Xiao speechless, but after thinking about it, both the evil dragon and the calamity spirit's powers came from the 9 evil gods, so communicating with each other was not impossible. "Stop fighting, stop fighting. Don't fight anymore." The evil dragon, who was in a fierce battle with the death god knight and the others, was suddenly stunned when it heard voices by its ear. It saw a dozen ghost fire-like living beings running up to its side. Calamity spirit? The evil dragon was stunned. It never expected to encounter a calamity spirit in such a place, but seeing them appear, it was overjoyed. Before it could open its mouth to ask the calamity spirit to assist it, it heard the shocking words of the calamity spirit. "Stop fighting. Hurry up and surrender, and become his henchman." Yes, 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 hurry up and surrender. Chapter 456. Hearing the calamity spirit tell him to surrender, the entire dragon was dumbfounded. He hadn't even asked them for help yet, but they were already telling him to surrender first. The death god knight seized the moment the evil dragon was distracted, launching a swift attack and leaving a hideous scar on its body. The evil dragon immediately counterattacked, but seeing the attacks from the Snow Maiden doll and the 9-tailed celestial fox coming, it was forced to dodge. "Stop fighting. Hurry up and surrender." Yeah, you can't beat them anyway," the calamity spirit urged again, standing beside the evil dragon. "Can't beat them?" This sentence seemed to touch the evil dragon's reverse scale. The evil aura on its body suddenly erupted, and a devastating dragon claw strike blasted toward the death god knight. Then it turned its head and spat a mouthful of dragon flame toward the Snow Maiden doll and the 9-tailed celestial fox, forcing both of them back. "Join forces with me and eliminate them." The evil dragon spoke in a deep voice. It knew the calamity spirit's abilities. They possessed extremely strong calamity divine power, which was almost impossible for anyone to withstand in a calamity. As long as they were willing to help him, the situation could be instantly reversed. "Join forces with you? No way are we joining forces with you. We came to make you surrender. Why would we team up?" Exactly. Besides, they are all good people. How can you attack them, you bad dragon? Good people? Hearing the calamity spirits chatter incessantly nearby, the evil dragon suddenly realized something. It looked at Lin Xiao and demanded angrily, "Did you bring the calamity spirits? You can see them? Do you possess calamity divine power?" Even if Lin Xiao didn't answer, the calamity spirit's words made the conclusion almost certain. "That's right. He's the one who brought us out. We even saw a super giant octopus before. Oh, and there were lots of shiny things too." The calamity spirits rushed to answer. "Yes, they listen to me now." Lin Xiao smiled slightly and waved toward the calamity spirits. "Come back now." The calamity spirits obediently returned to Lin Xiao's side. One of them said, "The evil dragon refuses to obey. What should we do?" Lin Xiao looked at the evil dragon, his gaze full of provocation. "Don't worry. I'll beat it until it surrenders." Hearing this, the evil dragon grew even angrier. "You wish. I will never be a slave." The evil aura rose to a new height, and a terrifying power permeated the area, the power of the evil god. "You dare use divine power here? Aren't you afraid of the temple's sanction?" Lin Xiao warned him, as it would be a huge loss if the temple struck the evil dragon dead with a bolt of lightning. "So what? Even if I die, I will never become your slave. Don't think about controlling me with a devil ritual." The power of the evil god wrapped around the evil dragon's entire body, as if the evil god had descended to bring destruction upon the world. However, to Lin Xiao, who had seen and even used divine power extensively, the evil dragon was still holding back, afraid to use the divine power fully, as it also feared the temple's sanction. He was also afraid of death. Xiao Mo used telekinesis to protect the surroundings. Don't let the evil dragon destroy this entire area. The little green person appeared on Lin Xiao's shoulder. Hearing his command, it quickly released telekinesis to form a special protective barrier. This was outside the dungeon. There was no regeneration ability here. I'll kill all of you. The evil dragon violently slammed into the death god knight, and the powerful impact sent him flying. The undead warhorse beneath him died in his stead. The death god knight immediately stabilized his body, quietly releasing terrifying death energy. Tombstones erupted from the ground, and undead creatures crawled out from beneath the earth. Eternal Valley of Slumber. The Snow Maiden doll also unleashed terrifying frost. The dense forest was instantly covered in white snow, and the extreme temperature caused frost to form on the evil dragon's scales as well. The second round began again. Lin Xiao kept his eyes on the evil dragon, ready to launch a sneak attack at any moment, strike the mark in his hand into its body, and complete the contract. Nian. Just then, Xiao Mo's voice sounded in Lin Xiao's ear. Lin Xiao was startled. You said an unknown creature is approaching? Xiao Mo nodded quickly. Who is it? Right after Lin Xiao asked, he heard the sound of a mirror shattering. A malevolent creature burst into the area, and the surrounding trees and ground instantly decayed and sickened. Seeing the appearance of the newcomer, Lin Xiao couldn't help but freeze. This figure was far too familiar. A dark purple, slender body, a long, pointed mouth topped with two boar-like tusks. Black Plague. How did it manage to run here? Black Plague breathed a sigh of relief, seeing that it had escaped. But soon, it sensed that the surroundings were unusual. Looking up, the colossal body made it pause, and it blurted out, Evil Dragon? His mind buzzed and went blank for a moment. Evil Dragon? Why is the evil dragon here? Where exactly have I run off to now? Afterward, it noticed the Death God Knight and the others who were battling the evil dragon. These guys look familiar. Why do they resemble the summoned beasts of that damned human from back then? Following the aura, Black Plague spotted Lin Xiao on the other side. Lin Xiao was also looking at it. As their eyes met, Black Plague instantly exploded with fury. It's you, that damned human. Black Plague immediately bristled, though it actually had no fur. Lin Xiao was also very surprised by the appearance of Black Plague. He didn't understand why it was here. Wasn't it locked up? Had it escaped? Human. Let us settle both old and new scores now. Black Plague immediately launched an attack. The evil dragon naturally noticed the arrival of Black Plague. It didn't know who the opponent was or its background, but seeing it attack Lin Xiao, it understood that they were on the same side. No matter who it was, as long as it joined forces to fight the enemy, it was a friend. Roar! The evil dragon roared, and a trace of evil energy sank into Black Plague's body, causing its overall attributes to skyrocket and the range of its plague to instantly double. Good, good, good! Black Plague was overjoyed. It didn't understand how Lin Xiao had provoked the evil dragon, but it seemed its great revenge would finally be achieved. Black Plague's slender body shot forward like a sharp sword, quickly twisting into a Black Plague tornado in midair, continuously releasing its viruses and plague. Perfect timing. I'm still missing one piece of my Plague Mage set. I've been waiting for you to drop it. Lin Xiao looked at Black Plague as if he had found a treasure. He might have feared it before, but now, not only had his level surpassed it, but even the plague and viruses it prided itself on were rendered useless by the powerful healing effects of the Venus spirit body. Just as Lin Xiao was preparing to attack, the joyful voice of the Calamity Spirit sounded nearby. Huh? Isn't that Plague? Why did it turn into this? It looks so ugly, like it turned into a pig. How is that like a pig? Pigs are plump and white. It looks nothing like one. Didn't you see the boar tusks growing on its mouth? It must have turned into a pig. Oh, right. Look how ugly it's become. It ran away by itself before, so it looks like it hasn't been doing too well. Hearing the Calamity Spirits chirping in his ear, Lin Xiao remembered that when Chaos absorbed the God of Calamity Crystal to gain abilities, one type of Plague Calamity was missing. Now seeing that the Calamity Spirits recognized Black Plague, it was clear that this was the Calamity Spirit that had run away back then. You came at the perfect time. I was missing you on both sides, wasn't I? Chapter 457. The Black Plague was blinded by rage. Having been studied by various people and now seeing its enemy, its first instinct was to kill Lin Xiao to vent its anger. But when it charged at Lin Xiao, its plague whirlwind was shattered by a single punch from him, forcing it back into its original form. When did you become so strong? The Black Plague asked in terror. So much time has passed. Did you really think I would just be standing still? Lin Xiao wiped his fist and walked toward the Black Plague. The germs that had originally invaded his body rapidly receded under the healing of the Venus spirit body. It hasn't been that long. How could you have improved so quickly? And why doesn't my plague have any effect on you? The Black Plague roared. Someone who didn't know better might think it had been locked up for a long time and the world outside had changed drastically. But from the time it met Lin Xiao to the time it escaped, less than 3 months had passed in total. Even if one stretched it to 3 months, there was no reason for him to become this strong. Maybe you've just gotten weaker. Lin Xiao smiled slightly, and a galaxy impact punch slammed directly into the Black Plague's body, instantly eliciting a mournful wail. Plague, you're getting beaten up. You can't win against him. Yeah, exactly. It was one thing to run out. But how did you become so weak? We told you not to run out. But you wouldn't listen. The calamity spirits muttered around the Black Plague. The Black Plague was stunned, its pupils shrinking into points as if it had seen creatures that shouldn't exist here. How did you get out? Of course he brought us out, a calamity spirit replied, gesturing toward Lin Xiao. Impossible. How can he see you? The Black Plague couldn't believe it, but the next second, it took another punch from Lin Xiao. Healing light fell, and the germs and plague that had invaded his body were healed once again. Lin Xiao looked at the downed Black Plague and said calmly, "You all step aside first. I need to discipline this disobedient child." Without wasting words, he launched a storm of attacks on the Black Plague. He was mainly worried that if the calamity spirits kept talking to the Black Plague, they might suddenly be persuaded. Then his epic set might be out of reach. He wasn't sure if that would happen, but just in case, he decided to beat the Black Plague to death first. Hearing Lin Xiao say this, the calamity spirits didn't say anything more and floated to the side, watching Lin Xiao attack. You wait. The Black Plague knew that if it didn't escape, it would really die here. But when it tried to open a dimensional rift, it found that no matter what it did, it couldn't succeed. During this process, it took several more punches. Run? You think you can run after coming in here? Lin Xiao didn't say another word and threw another punch. Within the spatial field, he had the ability to manipulate space at any time. Detecting the Black Plague's attempt to open a dimensional rift, he simply suppressed it. The Black Plague was beaten until it spat blood. It wanted to call the evil dragon for help, but realized it was entangled with Lin Xiao's summoned beast and had no time to help. Goodbye. With one final punch, the Black Plague had no chance to resist anymore. Successfully killed the Black Plague. Boss. EXP plus 80 million. Obtained. Plague Fong material. *2. Plague Dark Blood Belt. Equipment Epic. *1. Plague Blood material. *10. Seeing that the rewards included the final piece of the epic set, Lin Xiao couldn't help but be overjoyed. After collecting the full Plague Dark Blood set, he immediately checked the set attributes. Plague Mage set. Gain the Plague Mage profession. Seeing the effect of the Plague Dark Blood set, Lin Xiao was stunned. Gain a profession? There's such an effect. To say it was strong, it didn't feel that strong, but to say it was weak. This was a profession from an epic grade set, so it shouldn't be too weak. Wait, Lin Xiao stared at the set effect and couldn't help but think of a question. Gain. Does it not mean forced class change? Instead, it's an additional profession, a dual profession. Lin Xiao suddenly became excited. If it was really as he thought, if he truly possessed 2 professions, that would definitely be insane. This was a dual profession, something that had never appeared since the existence of professionals. Good. I'll test it out in a bit. At this moment, the Black Plague gradually dissipated, condensing into a ghost fire body like the calamity spirits. Plague, welcome back. Hee. We told you not to run away. Now look at you, suffering the consequences? Humph. The calamity spirit called Plague just let out a cold snort. Lin Xiao looked at it and asked curiously, "You don't still retain your previous memories, do you? So what if I do?" The Plague glared angrily at Lin Xiao. "Oh!" Lin Xiao grabbed it with one hand. The Plague tried to dodge but couldn't. "I just love seeing you look unconvinced." He grabbed the Plague calamity spirit, squeezed it, and played with it for a while. Finding it wasn't much different from the other calamity spirits, he asked, "Do you all have your own names?" He only knew these little guys were called calamity spirits and thought they all shared that name, but now seeing the Plague calamity spirit, they must have their own names too. "Yeah, we all have our own names. Me. I'm called Hurricane. I'm called Rain Flood." The calamity spirits vied to say their own names, and Lin Xiao figured out their naming rule. It was just the names of various disasters. After they had all said their names, Lin Xiao stopped them. "All right, let's deal with the matter at hand first. After fighting for so long, the evil dragon must be tired by now." After saying this, he teleported to the top of the evil dragon's head and slammed the mark in his hand directly onto it. The evil dragon had always been on guard. Seeing Lin Xiao appear, it dodged quickly while sneering, "I was just waiting for you to come over." The evil dragon flame, containing divine power, was unleashed suddenly. It had been preparing this for Lin Xiao, just waiting for him to get close. The evil dragon flame covered the entire space, intending to burn everything to ashes. This time Lin Xiao didn't dodge. He directly activated his equipment's elemental immunity, but even so, he was still burned by the flames. The immunity had exceeded its maximum limit. Lin Xiao ignored it and moved forward again, his voice ringing in the evil dragon's ears. "You are still afraid of death. If you weren't afraid of death, why wouldn't you use all of your power of the evil god? Guess why this isn't inside the Tower of Heaven? Because I had long anticipated that you were afraid of death, and the rules of my palace restrict you from using all of your power of the evil god. So, just obediently submit." He pressed the mark on his palm down. Instantly, a massive amount of evil aura surged out from Lin Xiao's palm and quickly poured into the evil dragon's body, rapidly forming the demon slave mark. "Don't even think about enslaving me. I will never be a slave." The evil dragon struggled violently, but the demon ritual was too overbearing, and no matter how it struggled, it couldn't stop it. Agreement complete. Lin Xiao felt a line connecting to the evil dragon, and he could sense its existence. Chapter 458. The ritual was successfully completed, and Lin Xiao discovered that he could control the life and death of the evil dragon at will. "What an overbearing ritual!" Lin Xiao exclaimed. It was already quite good to have successfully completed the contract, but after successfully binding it, he discovered that this demonic ritual was even more overbearing than he had imagined. "You lowly human want to enslave this dragon? You are simply dreaming." The evil dragon was unconvinced, and seeing Lin Xiao lost in thought, it launched a swift attack. As soon as that thought crossed its mind, a sudden sharp pain bound it, forcing it to kneel down in agony, unable to overstep even a fraction. "Lie down," Lin Xiao said indifferently. With a boom, the evil dragon landed on all fours on the ground. One could faintly feel its murderous gaze and fury. "The effect is not bad. Fly up and do a spin for me to see." Lin Xiao continued to issue commands. "Brat, I am not your toy," the evil dragon roared. As soon as it finished roaring, its body uncontrollably flew up and spun in the sky, stopping only when Lin Xiao told it to land. "As long as you behave and listen, I won't do anything to you. After all, I am not some devil," Lin Xiao said indifferently. "Get lost." The evil dragon's tail swept over violently. Just like before, as soon as its tail tried to lift, a heart-piercing pain surged from its heart, causing it to lose the strength to resist. "It seems you are still not listening. This pain will remain. When you repent and turn over a new leaf, I will help you remove it," Lin Xiao said indifferently while looking at the suffering evil dragon, then immediately recalled it into the evil dragon equipment. This could be considered a resolution to the ticking time bomb that had been hidden by his side. He no longer had to fear it coming out to stir up trouble. "Let's go. Continue on our way." Recalling the Death God Knight and the Snow Maiden doll, The nine-tailed celestial fox once again transformed into its giant nine-tailed celestial fox form, and Lin Xiao rode it to continue his journey. Taking off the evil dragon equipment, Lin Xiao put on the Plague Mage set. You have obtained a new class, Plague Mage. As the notification sound rang out, Lin Xiao immediately looked at his information panel. Lin Xiao level 94, class Chaos Summoner, Plague Mage. There really are two classes. It had only been a guess before, but now that he saw the second class actually appear on the information panel, he still felt shocked. The stats have also skyrocketed. The attributes of two classes. Lin Xiao noticed the skyrocketing magic power and intelligence. Knowing this was the result of the attributes of the two classes being added together. As long as I don't encounter a god level, I guess no one will be able to do anything to me. Muttering to himself, Lin Xiao checked the skills of the Plague Mage, and subsequently made a summary. This was not a burst-type mage class. It wins by constantly eroding the opponent's combat power and will through the plague and viruses. I just like this kind of silent attack. Lin Xiao was very satisfied. He could leave the burst damage to his summoned beast, while he secretly released poison to catch the opponent off guard. After understanding the Plague Mage class, Lin Xiao looked towards the chaos in the summoning space, scanned its skills, and saw that the description of the calamity had changed. Plague had returned, but two types of calamities, drought and snow disaster, were missing. Plague. Lin Xiao called out twice into the air. A calamity spirit popped out, followed by a group. What do you want? The plague calamity spirit replied rudely. Weren't you captured? What happened afterwards, and how did you escape? Lin Xiao asked curiously. The one who captured the Black Plague was his own mother. At the time, the situation was urgent, so he hadn't thought about why the Black Plague had been captured here. I don't know. After I was captured, I don't know what she extracted from me, and then she injected something into me. Anyway, it was very painful, and I don't know what that was, the Plague Calamity Spirit said. The Calamity Spirits on the side immediately started jeering. Ha! You were definitely captured and taken to get an injection. Injections are very painful. Ha ha ha. Did they poke your butt? Did you cry? I told you not to run at the time, but you had to run. Well, look at you now. Hearing the mockery from this group of guys, the Plague Calamity Spirit immediately became furious. You were looking for a beating. Immediately, it lunged directly at them, and they started brawling together. Lin Xiao ignored their noise and started thinking. Extracted something. Could it be Calamity Divine Power? If it was, does she also possess the power of plague? Or was she seizing the Calamity Divine Power for the mastermind behind the scenes? That's not right either. This happened before. Later, she went to the Abyss Great Canyon and seized the Calamity Divine Power from the stone statue. Then, Lin Xiao had a faint guess. An experiment done to seize the power within the stone statue? This possibility was very high. Lin Xiao saw them fighting, intervened to separate them, and asked, How did you become? A pig, a wild boar? A calamity spirit answered eagerly. Hurricane, I wasn't asking you, Lin Xiao said irritably. How do you know my name is Hurricane? The hurricane evil spirit was very surprised. Didn't you report your names earlier? Lin Xiao was speechless. He wasn't so forgetful as to reach that level yet. But we all look the same. I have a way to distinguish you. Lin Xiao ignored it and looked at the Plague Calamity Spirit. The Plague Calamity Spirit thought for a while and said, I don't know how I ended up like this. After coming out from the stone statue, I was wandering outside alone. I don't know what I got stained with, but I slowly turned into this. My appearance wasn't something I decided myself. After getting stuck with that black stuff, my power was gradually able to be unleashed, and others could see me too, so I thought it was a good thing and didn't pay it any mind. Lin Xiao was speechless. Isn't this forcibly unleashing your ability? However, he was quite curious about the black stuff stuck on the Plague Calamity Spirit. It was actually able to forcibly unleash the Calamity Divine Power of a Calamity Spirit. It was a pity he hadn't kept any when he dealt with the Black Plague. Otherwise, he could have studied it. At this moment, Lin Xiao's phone rang. It was a text message. A message from Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao opened it to read. I'm having a concert in Yixing City. Do you want to come and listen? A concert? Lin Xiao was stunned. He opened the navigation to check his location. The distance to Yixing City was not far from his current position. I will definitely come to your concert. Just after Lin Xiao finished replying and before he had put away his phone, Lin Yao's text message came through. Wow, you actually have time to come. I'll send you the location later. You can just come directly, and someone will take you into the venue. Then, Lin Yao's location was sent over. Land in a place with few people near that city ahead. Lin Xiao patted the nine-tailed celestial fox. If the nine-tailed celestial fox flew straight in, it would probably scare quite a few people, so naturally he couldn't fly directly into the city. Lin Xiao landed and walked towards Yixing City. It's a good chance to see how she is doing and whether she has been affected by the suddenly appearing class.